All right, says we're live. Let me click real quick and bring up my channel here so I can see the live chat. I just learned this today. I can do this properly. Create a studio. My channel here so I can see the live chat. I just learned this today. Okay, somebody is that your TV or Big Precious's
Let
TV?
me turn it down. Hang on. My fault.
Just bear with me, everybody, so I can get this
There we go.
the chat up. That's muted. Okay. Let me shrink this down and move it over. Oops.
And now, live with a guest.
Okay. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm still. Yeah, I definitely should have did this ahead of time.
Yeah, you're on. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to click on the. There we go. Squeeze this in. Okay, already we have Brother Mitchell in the house, Brother Mike Bassman in the house, Baseman, Sister Jessie, Russell, Sister Chrissy, Brother Boneyard's in the house, Brother James S., Sister Southside, Brother Fred Knott stopped in real quick, show support and family. Real quick, I want to, everybody, we have a huge special guest, Amy Sutton, right here. She is on the front lines of the California Tijuana border. She was, I believe, the first person to go live on Facebook along the border when the caravan arrived. Can you hear me, Amy?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I was asking, you were one of the first to go live on Facebook.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. We got intel that 350 came in on about 6 buses, 6 to 8 buses, and we decided to go down there and see what was going on the U.S. side. We were getting a bunch of intel as well that they went to go to a church, they went and ate, and the church people were not very pleased with them. Um, and then they went to the beach. They all walked in caravan to the beach. So right when we got there, and we had to park like a mile and a half, 2 miles away, and you have to walk to Friendship Park from the U.S. side.
Hmm.
And so we hiked the whole entire way there. All the videos show that.
Right.
And we got there. We were the only people there. There was one other guy there with a camera, just doing, live video or whatever for Fox News.
Uh-huh.
We found out he was from Fox News later on, but yeah, we were the only people there getting it firsthand. The MSM does not show any of this stuff.
Of course
They do
not.
not let anybody know what's happening over there right now. So
Right. And you actually have somebody that is, I don't know if you want to say the name, but somebody that is actually on the other side in the middle with the caravan. So you have intel directly from,
yes. My friend Paloma, she's a dual citizen, so she lives in Tijuana, and she also comes over here on to the U.S. side
right,
and works over here and does things. But she's been over there, and she's getting a beating right now because they're finding out who she is. We're communicating, we're getting all this information out to everyone. It's just kind of snowballing and going viral because none of the MSM is reporting on exactly what is happening, and
right,
there's so much information that we're just trying to keep up with it. And I also have other people over there that I speak with as well.
right.
So
And this is kind of, overnight, I wouldn't say made you famous, but you said your first video has over 1 million views so far. Your
yes,
first,
it has over 1.1 million views as of today. Yeah,
that
which
is
was shocking.
huge.
I completely didn't expect that.
Right.
But now I'm like, okay, I have a platform now, and I can tell people what's going on and be a messenger
Absolutely.
and help everyone understand what's happening.
Yeah, and if you could explain, we've got here in a minute. I'll give a quick rundown to uh, everybody that's in the chat, and I see some new people. We got real quick, Sister Jessie Wessel, Brother James S, Brother Boneyard, love you, brother. Brother Fred Notch, not going to be on long. Your battery's going dead. You're out of power. Sister Janelle, continued prayers for you. Sister S. Woods, Sister Danielle Agajania, the High Desert Pioneer. Hey, brother. Glad to see you in here, Brother Benny. Washburn Billy's in the house so far. We've got 28. There'll be a lot more people in the house. If you could explain the way the Honduras people treated the church that took them in to feed them before they went um, to
the only
fence.
thing that I heard is that they were, they weren't respectful. They just kind of went in there like they owned the place, and they just went in, ate their food, took what they needed, and then went on their way. And
so not grateful at all, basically.
Not really. No, they're just they're. I've also been hearing that they also ask for like pizza and soda and whatnot. So people are coming. I've seen videos where a lady came one time. She had like a whole stack of pizzas, and so she brought them out, and they all just like, went at it and took all of her pizza.
Okay, so basically, you've got real quick. Mainstream media, I don't even know if I'm in the camera here, but mainstream media is saying, first of all, that they're not there when you've got CNN, all of that. But they're saying that they're starving, they're hungry, that the Mexican people absolutely adore them. They're helping them, help fund them, that they're not being funded by Soros. They're not being funded by the UN. They're not being funded by the globalists. This is all done through the help and aid of the Mexican citizens, which is a complete lie. And then you have them asking for pizza and soda. What, last I heard, when you're starving and hungry, you'll eat just about anything, and you're grateful.
Mm-hmm. So they're very picky. They want brand name clothing when they're asking for donations, and people are bringing things. They pick and choose.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they fake news. That's all fake news.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Complete fake news. So what's happening is the Tijuana residents are very, very upset. And if you look at it from my perspective and what I'm seeing here, what's happening, all the videos and intel and everything, it's like a mirror image of what's happening here in the United States.
Right.
Us as patriots are trying to fight for our country right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing the same thing. They're like, Mexico first, Tijuana first.
That's awesome.
They have a lot of poverty there,
mm-hmm.
and they're not taking care of their people first.
Right.
All these migrants are coming, and they're taking care of them. They just set up a whole park right now, with beautiful tents and food, and it's almost like it's catered.
Exactly is what it sounds like.
And now the guy who, I can't remember his name. Forgive me. I don't have it sitting right in front of me.
No,
and I can't go on my phone. But it's Father Solio or Solideo, something like that. I have it in my videos that I've done on my page. But he's an activist, a human rights activist.
Right.
And he's been doing this for many, many years in Mexico. And what he does is he takes in all of the immigrants from Central America.
Right.
And he provides for them. Now he's demanding $4 million so he can take care of these immigrants for the next 2 months.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds kind of like
it's a bit shady.
Yeah, it's really shady.
$4 million for 2 months of taking care of 1,000 to 1,500 immigrants that are there right now. That's how many are there right now. So the other night, what happened was there were the Tijuana citizens got together and they started marching through the streets because they're not happy. They don't want them there.
Right.
They do. And
mainstream media. Mainstream media is definitely not reporting on that at all.
No, it's completely true what I'm saying. I'm not lying. It's
absolutely.
Real news. It's really
not to cut you off, but that's where social media backfired on mainstream media, and that's why they're trying to censor conservative channels and truther channels, because, you know, the globalists, they own the media, and, you know, people like you that are willing to step up, you know, be a patriot and get the truth out. And like I
Yes.
said, you didn't know overnight that you were going to be a
I had no idea.
sensation.
Well, the funniest part about it is I did it from my personal page, and I forgot to do it from my, you know, I have like a regular page. It's the San Diego Patriots. And so I did it from my personal page,
Right.
and I did not expect to have this happen. No, but you know what? I'm grateful, and you know, God has ways of doing things, and this probably happened for a reason.
Amen.
And this is now my opportunity to be a messenger for everyone, to get out the truth and to let everyone know what's really happening.
Right.
Can
Absolutely.
I ask a quick question? What page now on this is Facebook, right?
Yes.
What is the page that someone would want to go to follow your stories?
You can go to my personal page now, because I've changed it to, you know, I've tried to do everything I can to make it and so I can accommodate everybody. You know, I'll add friends and whatnot up until I can go to the max, which is 5,000. But I do have several pages that I'm involved with. The first one is San Diego Patriots. And then the second page is San Diegans for Secure Borders.
All right, let me see if I can. San Diego
Patriots. And they've been, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't find it." I don't know why.
I don't know if I spelled that wrong. My spell check said it. Santiago. Okay. And what was the other one?
San Diegans.
Oh.
I might need a spelling.
Yeah, San, S-A-N, space Diegans, D-I-E-D-A-G-A-N-S.
Okay, hold on. S-A-N space D
I-E
okay.
G-A-N-S.
Okay.
For Secure Borders.
Awesome. Or I'll put that in the chat so people could find you there. And if they can't find you there, the
and then Paloma for Trump. She's the other page. Paloma for Trump.
That's P-O-L-O-M.
P-A-L-O-M-A.
P-A-L-O-M-A.
Yes.
For Trump.
Yes.
Cool. Very good name.
For Trump, I don't know if these are capitalized or whatever. People, you can find.
They'll figure it out. And if you just go to my page, I'm making a lot of things that, you know, public, you know, so a lot of my posts and my live feeds and whatnot, I make public so everyone can see them and everyone can share them and everyone can, you know, comment, do whatever.
Right.
Just don't be mean.
Exactly.
I like to be cordial and nice to everybody. So as much as possible.
That's what we try to do. But what you're doing is remarkable, and it takes a lot of courage.
No, thank you. I really, really appreciate that. I do.
No, absolutely. Okay, we've got, which I'm surprised we will have more. We've got 26 in the house. If you all can hit that like button so we can show, we should, I would say within the next 30 minutes, have a lot more. Tunnels are blocking me real quick. Sister Jesse, Brother Bernie, High Desert, San Diegans. Okay, San Diegans Patriots. Okay, I spelled that right. You got Truth Freeze in the house. Sister Truth Freeze, Awaken Alabama. Sister Minnie, sports fans in the house. Once again, we have Amy Sutton, who was one of the first people to go live on Facebook, kind of like live on YouTube here at the Tijuana border and California border, showing proof that the caravan had shown up when mainstream media is saying that they are still over 1,000 miles away. which is utter nonsense. And you were there to witness them crawling on top of the fence,
Yes.
jumping over the fence, playing cat and mouse with the Border Patrol. Yes. And now yeah.
I have it all on video.
Yeah. So go definitely check out her Facebook page if you have Facebook, and support her there. And like I said, your first video, 1.1 million views so far.
Yes.
That is absolutely
I've
amazing.
been doing some live videos ever since then, and like I did one last night, I think it was, or the night before, and it already has like over 50,000 views on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's basically what's happening is I might only have like 100 or a couple hundred when I first do it, but many of these people who are watching, they share. They actually share. So they share. I have people from all over the world watching right now. You know, I have people from Australia. I have people from China. I had a lady from Trinidad send me a message today,
That's
saying
awesome.
that she's going through the process right now to come here legally.
The legal way.
She is flabbergasted at what's going on, and she feels, cheated. And because they're all cutting the line, they're all coming here. I don't know. There's so many people coming at one time. It's an invasion.
Absolutely.
I don't think you can call it anything else except for an invasion.
And you've seen it. You've seen it to call it that, because that's like a dirty word in the media.
Yeah, it's
if
really
you say invasion.
Yeah, you can't say that. But that's what it is. There's approximately 1,500, 1,000 to 1,500 there today, right now. And every single day there's buses that come in. Anywhere from 8 to 19 buses come in every single day.
Unbelievable. And what's the margin of females that you have seen versus male?
Not a lot.
Yeah,
not a lot.
Yeah,
mainly young males.
All young males. I mean, I would have to say at least 95 to 98% right now are all male. Young males. They do have some children.
Right.
There are several children and women, and they're at a sports arena, or like a sports park right now. One something sports park. Can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. I have everything on my computer.
Right.
And they're all there right now. There's about 1,000 to 1,500 of them right now, because they finally got them to go to the shelter. And what they're doing is they give them a little wristband after they check them in. But after they get that wristband, it's like a red or orange wristband. And when they get that wristband, they're free to leave and come and go as they please.
Oh, sounds like catch and release over here.
And pretty much.
Wow.
So they, they can be wandering around all day. Who knows what they're doing? There was a 17-year-old that did OD 2 days ago. A Honduran from the caravan, a 17-year-old OD'd.
Passed away?
Yes.
That's a shame. We don't wish any harm on these people, but real quick, high desert pioneer, well-funded, organized invasion. Absolutely. We got brother Micro Homesteader in here. So nice. They should stay there. Yeah, they're treated so well. They should stay right where they're at. And how many of them were offered asylum in the beginning from Mexico?
That's something like after they left the church, they had people there saying, "Oh, do you need any health care? Do you need any help with your health issues? Anything going on? We're here. Do you want asylum? Do you want this? Do you want that?" They're offering them everything, and they just said, "Nope, we're going to the beach."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like they like when you said, it's like what we have going on over here. Mexico and Tijuana, the Patriots are standing up, but their mentality is almost, I would say, like Antifa. They feel entitled. They have this sense of entitlement.
Absolutely.
And they don't have the right to come over here. And when they talk about that they are going to overthrow Donald Trump, death to Donald Trump, they burn our American flag, kick rocks, turn around, get the heck out of here. You know, you're not welcome.
Not here, buddies.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you see them waving their flag as we've heard?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When they were all when I did the first video, they had their flags. You could see them through the fence. I call it a fence because it's not really a wall.
Right.
Because they can climb it and jump it and do all kinds of stuff, which I showed all of that. You know, they climbed up, would sit up there, you know, do whatever. They climb down on the other side, come in the sand, and in the sand there were cones. There were orange cones, so they knew that they had to stay within those orange cones. And they would walk around and, you know, dance and do all these things. And
yeah, when you're starving
and then jump
and
back
hungry,
over.
yeah, you got to have a lot of energy. Go ahead.
And they've walked 2,000 miles. Is it other than the busing?
No, they didn't freaking walk.
Exactly.
No, I know.
They showed the walking for you know.
Yeah, for the cameras to appease them.
They've been jumping on trucks, semis, buses.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Another thing too is that there's an app. I can't remember the name of the app, but it's like an airline flight pattern thing, and you can look at all of the planes in Mexico that are flying at night.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of them that there's no information, because you have to, when you fly a plane, you have to put in all of the information.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of planes that are flying around that says not available when you
wow.
So who knows if they're all flying to Tijuana.
Yeah, that's definitely. Well, it's just like the Mexican cartel, you know, they because you have to register with what mine's
the
going
FCC
blank
or something.
Yeah, and the radio tower, the airports and all that, they got to keep track of you.
Uh-huh.
So rape, pillage, plunder is what invaders are all about. I'm just reading some of the chat here.
Yeah, that does happen. That happens in the caravan on the way. The women get raped. That's been happening for years.
Yeah. Well, I want to.
It's known.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with this statistic, but I saw it, and it's statistics from the Border Patrol that 80% of illegal immigrants that cross the border, females, have reported that they were sexually assaulted or raped on their journey by either the coyotes or the men that they were traveling with.
Yes.
That there just shows you what type of people are coming across illegally, that they're, you know, the raping these, you know, women. And and now this Honduras caravan, you know, last I heard was well over 100 children missing. I'm not sure how many other people are missing, but it's just mind-boggling. And then going back to the LBGT community, I did the video on that they had to separate themselves, like a separate caravan, because they were being harassed, bullied. They were sent to the back of the line to eat and shower. They were not allowed to ride on the trucks.
Yep.
But you have the LBGT community trying to fight, protest, and welcome these immigrants, these Honduras migrants, invaders, with open arms. Unknowingly, they're just allowing more hatred towards their community to come in.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. They eventually got their own caravan, their own little I call them micro caravans, because it's like a one group, a caravan, because there's 4 different caravans right now. So the first caravan, they're coming in separated into like micro groups. And so the LGBTQ portion of the caravan got special treatment and had their own escorts and people and buses and whatnot that separated them and said, okay, you're going to go there first.
Right.
And they're staying at an Airbnb.
Wow.
You know, really big, nice Airbnb in a very upper middle class neighborhood in Tijuana. And the neighbors are not happy about it. They don't like it. They want them to leave. They don't want them there. They're just like prancing around and parading around, doing their thing, and bikinis, and, you know, having barbecues and doing whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like they're suppressed and starving and
No,
hungry.
no,
And,
no, no.
yeah,
And where are they
insane.
getting all this money, to do that? Who's,
Exactly, George. You know,
there's a
UN.
leader for each little group too.
Do
There's
you
always like
Uh,
an organizer or a
oh,
leader.
do you
really?
And and the leader for the LGBTQ group is from Texas.
Uh-huh.
He's from Texas, and I heard that he's been involved in prostitution and things like that. He's actually
Mm.
a political figure.
Okay, I've got a question in the chat
Yes.
from High Desert Pioneer. It says, "Hey,
Uh-huh.
locked and loaded. Can you ask Amy? Has she seen Marines working down there, and if so, what are they doing?"
Okay. This is going to be brutal honesty.
Mhm.
No, I have not.
Have
I
you?
have not seen military. It's all border patrol. I have not seen any military personally in the spots that I have been in on the
Mhm.
border by San Ysidro. No,
Right, because a lot of them are
in El Paso.
along, yeah, in Texas or whatever. But they did
Hmm.
have, but they did put the barbed wire up on the fence, which mainstream media said that was put up by the
They're trying to
army.
cut it and everything, and
Are they?
uh-huh. Yeah, they're trying to
Unbelievable.
cut it, and they're in Otay Mesa, which is more east.
Hmm.
There were, I don't know if it was Marines or National Guard or whoever they were, but there were a lot of trucks and military trucks coming into Otay Mesa.
Right.
I
So
did get
now?
basically,
pictures
you
and posted that as well.
go ahead, Big Precious. Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, I had the chance to watch part of your video last night. I don't have Facebook, but I am going to get Facebook. By the way, I'm not. I'm not. This isn't an ad for them, but you mentioned a lot of rock throwing and stuff. Is there a lot of rock throwing towards the American side, or is this just towards the fighting that's going on with the Mexican side
Yeah,
between the
so
immigrants and them?
hmm
Kind
yeah,
of a big question there.
Paloma. Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
it's a great question.
Uh, Paloma was there the other night filming, and she was at the end of one of her live videos. And right when she got off the live video, she was sitting on a curb somewhere. She was just sitting down. And right when she got off of her video, all of a sudden, rocks were being thrown at her and the Patriots that were down below where they were. The caravan, the people were up on this platform upstairs somewhere outside by the beach where they're all hanging out, and the rocks were coming down at them, and they started running to get away, and she went live again. So right when she went live again is right at the end where they were throwing rocks at her. But it was a big commotion. The video's on my page, you can watch it. There's it happened.
What
Right,
I
Threw rocks at her.
right. Real quick, not to cut you off, Big
what I
Precious.
saw also, yeah, my
You're freezing
okay.
up.
I'll
Okay,
pause.
real quick, I just noticed um, Rib Meat Ham Hock says, "Where's the militias?" Now, I might be able to answer this one because where you're at is in California, Mexican border. Now,
Yes.
I don't, with your state being so liberal, I don't know if the militias would have the free range that they would in Texas.
You
So,
know, you're
That's
you're
a good
you're
question.
correct. You're
right,
correct. It's it I don't know what would happen if we had a huge militia come down there. I
right,
honestly don't.
right. I
I
just
don't know
don't.
what they would do. I don't know what the police would do, or I mean, you'd have to have a concealed carry
Hmm.
permit. Everyone would have to have a concealed carry, which is very difficult to get here.
Right. And
Um,
you don't have open carry or nothing like that either, or rifles as
Oh,
well.
in
no,
California?
this is like
Oof.
one of the most strictest states with gun laws.
You're just another
Can I,
Chicago in a
if I
bigger.
can, if I,
Yeah.
if I can step back for a moment when you were
Hmm.
talking about the what's happening on the Mexico side,
Hmm.
um, is there what were the Mexican police, the law enforcement doing there, doing during the rock throwing, etc. That
They
included your friend?
Yeah, they were going up to the policia, and they were explaining to them, and they were standing right there. They knew what was going on, but they literally got in their cars and they drove away.
Wow.
The Mexican
The
police.
policia, yeah.
Policia. Okay.
Yeah, you can see them. You can see them getting into there because they were confronting them, saying, "Hey, look, they're throwing rocks at us. Why aren't you doing anything?" And they wouldn't do anything. And they thought it was. And then the caravan was saying that they were throwing rocks at them.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That sounds like
and so they came up to them saying, "Why are you throwing rocks at them?" And she's like, "We're not throwing rocks."
Right.
She's like, "It sounds down."
And it sounds like from what you said with this from a platform on the beach that these people had probably been collecting those rocks during the day, having them ready to throw. Yeah, it would sound like. I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
her husband got hit in the leg, so he has like a thing on his leg from being hit by one of them. But they were pretty big rocks.
I bet
they weren't just like little. They were pretty big rocks.
So it took a pretty strong guy to throw a big rock. Then it's not some poor underfed guy.
Yeah, it wasn't a boulder, but it was a nice sized rock. I mean, if it hits you from up above coming down at you, you can get seriously injured.
Oh, absolutely. The High Desert Pioneers said there is a border watch group in Campo, California. They've been reporting for weeks. So that's good to know that there's.
That's good. That's good. Campo is pretty. It's more east.
It's more east, more towards
it's more
Texas
east than on the. I have to go get my charger because I got low battery already.
Okay,
So bear with me, guys.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. Do what you have to do.
We're blessed to have you here.
I understand that issue on my phone.
Yeah, it goes quickly when you're doing live streams and everything. So thank goodness for my son's his new setup that I can start doing really good quality videos now.
Well, yeah, you're involved now. There's no turning back. So
no turning back at all.
This is so awesome that we have somebody from what I would call the front line, and somebody that knows somebody from the front line of what's actually going on that we don't hear about, being able to report.
Mm-hmm.
And God bless your phone and keep that thing going, because we need your info, and we greatly appreciate you on here.
Oh, absolutely.
This is incredible.
I'm doing everything I can to get as much information as I can to get the word out and let everyone know. It's
absolutely. And we have 38 in the house right now, but usually after, and if I see y'all saying hit that like button, that throws us up into trending, so more people will see this. But when you were I seen one question, Brother Fred Knott said, "What happened to if they throw rocks, we throw ammo?" Well, like I said, once again, that has to do with the Mexican-Texas border, because they have, the militias, the 3%ers over there.
Yeah.
California.
Right. We do have 3%ers here. We have groups and we have people that are, we have them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how serious they are about coming down and like doing anything. But the thing is that they're not, this caravan is not doing anything right now. What they're doing is they're waiting for all the other caravans to come in. So they're going to be strength in numbers.
Exactly.
What do you suspect for a number? Do you have any clue from your vantage point?
I have no clue.
Thousands. I mean, like I've heard numbers of 30,000 plus.
15 to 30,000 is my number.
Okay.
Can you talk?
15 to 30.
Can you talk about the one Honduras that was interviewed that said that what they would do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a video that I posted. It was very, very concerning. I did a live video about it right away when I saw it. There was a Honduran that was being interviewed by someone down at the beach, and he said that there are 30,000 of them coming, and they're going to kill all Tijuana residents.
If they're not allowed over the border, or just in general?
That's all I heard in the video.
Wow.
Just came, come and
it was
come
a
and
short
kill.
video. you know, I don't know what was said before and after it, but he literally said that there's 30,000 of them coming, and if they have to, they'll kill all the Tijuana residents.
Well, that right there is definitely an act of war.
Yeah,
If that
who
happens.
who says that? You know,
Right.
who says things like that?
Yeah, exactly. That just goes to show you, that's
Their
not
mentality.
their mentality, and that's what we do not want coming over here.
No,
Like,
we do not
like you
want
said, you talk to the woman, and I should remember the name because I used to have someone that babysat my daughter from Trinidad. They're trying to come over the legal way.
Yeah.
And, like you said, they're skipping in line. They feel like they're entitled, but they're coming over here with this negative, evil, hatred intent, and they
Yes.
feel like they're entitled, and they talk about that they're going to overthrow our government, which is a joke, but still, it just shows you their mindset.
The only way they're
mentality.
going to overthrow it is if they come and vote illegally, like everybody else does here in the United States
Right.
of America right now.
Well, I'll add this, that if there are sleeper cells in the United States, and with me living in Iowa, I've seen particular groups living in government controlled, government paid for apartments, etc., that are obviously not here to work. What are they here for?
Yeah.
And you have to wonder. You wonder if they're going to uprise also.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place. There's all kinds of groups and training camps and whatnot all over the United States.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody reports on those.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nobody
Absolutely
reports
correct.
on those, but they're there.
And one thing is sad, and just with these elections, even though a lot of them were so rigged and corrupt, you have Texas that Ted Cruz barely won, the governorship, but the demographics and the mathematics, the more immigrants that come over, and if just say next midterm that the Democrats get the House and the Senate, and they give all these illegals amnesty and the right to vote legally, there will never be another Republican president in office. It's mathematically impossible because for a fact that they're all going to vote Democrat. So
they're going to be like, you can have free health care.
We'll
take care of you. We'll give you housing. We'll give you food stamps. We'll give you this. We'll give you that.
Yep.
And
exactly.
you would know
free
this.
School.
You would know. You would know this from California, but Maxine Waters tried to bring in, I believe it was 75,000 or was it 750,000 to come into her district?
75,000.
Was it 75,000?
Yep.
That would be entitled to vote, and I assume they would vote for her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
it's horrible.
And they like I've said before, and you're new, but you're celebrity status as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I want your autograph on my hat.
Hey,
right.
I'm just your regular person, I'm just a normal
know you're
person, kind of normal.
You're doing well.
We all have our things, but yeah,
we're works in progress, but you are a superstar.
Thank you.
What you're doing, I thank God for what you're doing to bring out fact.
Thank you. I'm getting that. God put me here for a reason, and maybe this is what it is. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
I'm taking this platform that has been created for me. I didn't do anything. I just went and got video to share with people what's going on. And and voila.
Exactly. And here you are. And I guarantee you it won't be long. We'll be seeing you on I don't think we'll see you on CNN, but we'll be seeing you on Fox News.
Yeah, no, I know some of those people on those other networks and stuff, and I have friends that are on those networks all the time. So,
right.
That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm here to do. That's not my goal.
No,
and I love you.
It would be nice because then I could get my word out.
Exactly.
But I'm not sure that they want to have me on there because I'm going to tell too much truth.
If you go, if you Tucker Carlson will let you talk whatever you want.
I would love if he would let me talk.
He would definitely have you on there. If you
You're
just keep.
oh well. You're
Go ahead.
you're the Paul Revere right now of our southern border,
I'm
and
trying.
I mean
I'm
that,
trying.
and I love your hat.
It's not just me. I have a team. We have a team of
Right.
people that are working hard and diligently and like trying to get the truth and report real,
News,
verified
facts,
information. So
information. Yeah.
yeah,
Read what your hat says, by the way, too. I love that hat.
yeah.
Make
It
He
says "Make
yeah, go
make
ahead.
California great again."
make
Yeah.
California great again. Good luck
Yeah,
with that. We'll be praying for you on that one.
yeah. We totally need that.
And to be honest with you, everybody here in the chat, real quick, Washborn Billy's in, Sister Sue Woods, Sister Truth Freeze, Brother Mitchell, Brother Michael Homesteader, Brother Brian Griffin. That's our comedian here, brother in Christ. He's awesome. Sister Sports Fan. Jerry, I can never say it. Dan, Truth
Blubbity
Freeze.
blubbity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
got a
yeah.
lot of.
I really appreciate everybody coming on and watching, and we just have to make sure that everybody shares
Yes,
this
this.
information and share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on whatever social network platform that you use.
And you allow people to use your videos from Facebook. If, for instance, now I've got a little teeny channel myself, but if I were able to videotape one of your Facebook, I don't know if you call it a post on there or what, but one of your videos, am I allowed to? Can I run that on my little channel? I've done 2 videos.
I don't
Is that
think
okay or not? I don't know.
Well,
That's a question for
if you
you.
can't share it, if you can't share the link in your YouTube channel and like share that specific one,
Yeah.
if you want to just videotape it while it's playing and then upload it, absolutely feel free to
Okay.
do it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, because we have a lot of people that don't have Facebook and refuse to get Facebook, and I understand why. But
completely understandable.
Yeah, want to give a huge shout out to Brother Mike Baseman. He says, "I'm glad we could get Amy on. This is all Brother Mike. He did the work to get a hold of
he did. He called
Amy.
Me and contacted me, and great guy. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah,
it was a
wonderful.
pleasure speaking with you and all of you. I mean, I'm so glad that we met and we can start working together and get this message out. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and this another thing I want to bring up. This has nothing to do with racism or nothing. This has to do with laws and keeping our country safe from MS-13. The Mexican cartel. And there are
which has been reported. MS-13 is being reported. I've gotten like 4 or 5 different reports that in the second caravan that's coming, there are MS-13 gang members in that caravan. Right. And I've also heard reports. This isn't confirmed, but I'm trying to get it confirmed that they might even have guns and have
No, I know that is a confirmation I've heard and received.
Yeah, it's
emails.
So it's serious. These people start coming and they're transporting ammunition and guns in trucks, and
yeah, it's going
to get very disconcerting. And I don't know when that second caravan is going to start coming. I think if we're at about 1,000 to 1,500, the first caravan had how many? 7,000.
Wow. Yeah, because I remember mainstream media said that it was 2,000, then 4,000 tops, and then 1,500. But we all know that it was it's definitely higher than that.
Yeah, I think it was 7,000, but it dropped down a little bit because some did stay in other towns and cities and whatnot. But other than that, so we're at 1,500 coming in right now. That are there now. And then by the end of the weekend on Sunday, it'll probably be about 5,000. That's what I'm guesstimating at the moment. And on Sunday, just so everybody knows, on Sunday, there's going to be a very, very big march in Tijuana that the Tijuana residents have put together.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so I'm gonna go down there on Sunday and go across the
Wow.
border and go to this march.
Well, that's
God,
awesome.
may God protect you.
Amen. I
Please,
was going to say the same thing. And
everybody needs to pray for me, please.
We
we
will.
definitely,
We are
Yeah.
going to pray for you
Very important.
before you take off here.
Yeah.
yeah, our big brother Precious, he's our prayer warrior. And I just want to let you know in the chat real quick, we have a lot of people there, Amy, that are thanking you for what you're doing. I'm going to click over here.
Absolutely.
Washburn Billy, thanks to Amy for coming on tonight. Lord bless you and your truth and being of
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you, Amy. You are doing God's work from Sister Janelle.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
thank yous up and down the
Thank you.
board in
No,
the
thank
chat.
you for actually waking up and watching and listening and being there for me and for support. You know,
No,
it means a lot. It really means a lot.
you know, and you know, we're honored to have you. You know, take the time out of your schedule to come here and tell your side and the truth. And I know I will. There's my daughter. Hi, Daddy. Hey, Havenly.
I love it when they come on. They're like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
My daughter Haven.
That's so cute.
She's awesome. But to come on here is, like I said, it's an honor. And what you're doing, like Sister Janelle said, you're doing God's work, and everybody agrees. And we will definitely keep you in our prayers daily, and Sunday too, because you're putting putting yourself out there,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that's
Hey,
the
can we
courage.
do something right? Let's do something right now. Let's
Okay.
just pray right now.
Okay.
All right.
Let's pray.
Okay. Is that good with you, Justin?
I'm good.
Go ahead, brother.
Lord God, thank you for Amy coming on here. We help her and her team, help them, protect them, Lord. In times of duress, you've promised us that your angels will encampeth around us for protection. And God, we need your warrior angels to encampeth around these people for protection while they bring us the truth. And a special blessing on Amy for coming here. Lord God, we thank you so much for her. Thank you for her truth and her facts. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so
Amen.
much. I appreciate that. I really do. And God bless you guys for helping out.
Oh no,
I appreciate it.
we thank you very, very much, and this.
And
Like,
I'll share. I'm going to share this video on my page as well when we're done. So
well, that'll
Absolutely.
yeah.
fantastic. And this right now, with us having 30 people in the house, usually by the end of in the next couple days, there'll be over 1,000+ views. So I want to put in the chat again, or where they can find you on
Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.
So they can go to my personal page, Amy Sutton.
Yeah,
I have the flag.
Yeah, it has the American flag on it. I did.
It has the American flag on it, and then San Diego Patriots.
San Diego Patriots and
then San Diegans. That funny one. My dogs are trying to open the door, but they can't reach the handle.
Mine wants out. He's not getting out yet.
Yeah, I shut the door so if they bark, I wouldn't hear them. But
okay, Sister Sue's already put the link up there. Thank you, Sister
All right.
Sue.
oh,
That's
thank
We
you
got
so
good.
much. Yeah, that helps
We
out.
got
And San Diegans for secure borders.
Yep, she's got you. Yep, San Diego Patriots. She's
awesome.
she's awesome when it comes to that. She's a great
Good.
truther channel
See,
as
teamwork.
well.
It's all about teamwork.
Amen.
Yeah.
It truly is.
Yeah.
You don't have a YouTube channel, correct?
I do, but I probably should start. It's
I
not
did
really.
actually. I
I have
looked you
like
up.
crazy stuff on there, like 2 or 3 videos.
Hey,
Right.
you're up with me.
Yeah.
Now this guy, I started out. I made my first video a year ago, a little over a year ago, talking about battling alcoholism and coping with uh, loss of loved ones to suicide because I have a heck of a testimony. But
Oh gosh.
I started out. Yeah, I lost my mom, 2 uncles to suicide, and
I'm so sorry.
oh, it's it's
Yeah.
trust me,
It's a
it's
difficult. No, I understand. Yeah.
yeah, it's but it brought me here, and it's brought me into a wonderful family, and we've helped out tremendously with people.
That's
But
fantastic.
Big Precious, he had a channel, but not even a video, and he had like 70 subscribers before he went straight to doing live streams.
I'm
And
famous.
he's kind of like the Hondurans. He cut in line. He didn't have to go through all
And be
that.
like, hey.
But I strongly urge you. I know you're very busy with what you're doing, but a YouTube platform too is another way because once again, you have a lot of people that don't have Facebook. I
Yeah.
have Facebook and I don't use it anymore. I did.
Yeah, I'm eventually going to have a thing where I can go live and have it go live on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh,
and like,
God love you.
I know. I got to figure it out though.
Right. You'll
Get around their algorithms.
Yeah. And all the, and my son's new, studio setup. So that's really, I'm excited about that.
That is very cool.
Studio set up. I'm holding the camera in my hand.
Yeah, I've been holding my phone like for I don't know how long. I don't even know what time it is right now.
Did I say camera? I meant phone. Yeah, there you go.
7:51, so it'd be 5:51 your time, I believe.
Yeah.
Brother Mike Baseman says, Justin, have her tell you what the caravan is going to do. She's been talking about that. And what the one you were talking about, the invasion, was that on a freeway or whatnot, where they're talking about?
Yes, there's a San Ysidro port of entry, and it's called El Chaparral, and they're planning. So there's a father, somebody from not a church. What do you call it?
Monastery or
No,
Oh, like a
where they're taking them
Salvation
in
Army.
and helping them.
Yeah, like
like a home shelter.
Like a shelter. Yeah, he's
okay. There we go.
Father of a shelter, and in Tijuana, and he's been going on media there. I've posted the video that he actually did, and then an article that's done about it. And he's been hearing from the members of the caravan that what they're going to do is they're waiting for all of them to get here, and they're going to go southbound on the southbound lane across and just rush it.
wow.
And just rush it over into the United States. They did that apparently like 20 years ago.
Really?
Something like that happened 20 years
So are they
ago.
like drive their buses through or something? Or
no, they'll just all walk together. I mean, just think 15, 20, 30,000 people walking all across the border at one time.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to do something, shut the border, try to use some non-lethal.
Well, they have right now. They have, those like orange barricades and whatnot, and they have razor wire all around them.
Yeah, but they have mastered the technique of. You see the way they climb those walls. They're like
yeah, they can
monkeys.
They can climb in the middle of the freaking razor wire and like
it's amazing. Yeah,
come out and be like, I did it.
Yeah, exactly.
They might have a little cut on their arm.
Right. They're starving. They have no energy, but they can fly up and down the wall.
Climb, up and down.
It's
crazy.
That's lies from the.
Yeah. So they're talking about doing that. We don't know exactly, and we can't confirm any of this stuff, but that's what's being said. That's what's being reported over in Tijuana. It's just,
Yeah, it's horrible. Crystal Gypsy's in the house. Hey, Sister Crystal Gypsy, and thank you, Brother
So
Mitchell, for
one
always.
thing I would really like to, if I can,
Yeah,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I
no, no,
really
No,
think
go
it's
for it.
super important that we get the message out to call and contact all of our representatives
hmm
in Congress and Senate, anyone that you can talk to in your city or town or
right.
state, on the higher levels. Also, call President Trump, write him a letter, do something, say, hey, look, nothing is being done. We cannot see anything being done lawfully, like by law,
hmm
making new laws or anything, any kind of reform, anything with immigration right now.
Right.
There's nothing going through Congress right now. There's nothing about this.
Yes.
So we need to call them and let them know, hey, look, you need to do something now.
Would you happen
Because
to?
what are we going to do?
Yeah. Do you have any numbers that you'd like to put out there? I can put in the chat right now. Offhand.
Oh gosh, I wish I had them memorized, but
That's
I'm
that's
sure
okay. We need to find our own
I,
congressmen
yeah,
Well,
and
I
yeah.
can.
women.
Yeah,
We
well,
can do that.
Yeah.
I can throw a number on there when I could go in the chat and put a comment or whatever later.
Awesome.
Yeah. If
But
you put that in the chat box.
we really need to hold President Trump accountable right now, because
Right.
he
Yeah.
made a promise to us, and
Exactly.
and what's happening is they, I don't know if you know the whole entire process of how this works. They only process about 50 a day for
Mm.
asylum.
Wow.
That's it.
50 a day.
50 at that port of entry.
hmm
So, and there was already like 1,000 to 2,000 in line waiting
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
this is gonna
before
be
the caravans came. So you're talking a really long time
right. Exactly. And you're
for approximately maybe 15 to 20,000, even if it's 10,000. I mean, it's a lot of people with nowhere to go,
hmm yeah.
using resources that should be going to the people of Tijuana.
Right. And that's
well,
another.
they should be in their own country fighting for
Fighting
their
for their
own
own country.
Amen.
exactly.
Amen.
Perfect.
And one thing we talk about here is we don't have problems with immigrants. They come here the legal way. Um, Mike Baseman put up a number there too. Um, we have veterans, our own military veterans that are homeless on the street. San Diego, San Francisco, you've got the heroin epidemic and all that stuff. All that money that they,
Unbelievably,
yeah,
we have over 125,000 homeless in
yeah,
the state of California, which is the highest in the whole entire country.
yeah, and
Wow.
what, yeah, and
And
they want.
climbing.
Oh yeah, on a daily, because you
Mm-hmm.
can't afford to live there.
Nope.
The cost of living is outrageous, and property
Redonkulous.
taxes. Yeah, redonkulous. I haven't heard that in a while. I used to say that when I was younger, but
I can't
it's so.
cuss, so I got to figure out other words to say.
We slip up from time to
I'm
time.
doing good. I'm doing really well right now, though.
Yeah.
You'd be
Well,
Yeah.
proud of me.
we're proud of you. I did a live stream a couple a week or two back. Did it by myself because Big Precious was not feeling well. He had his toe surgery or whatever, and then I thought I was off, and I dropped the F-bomb because I was tired from sitting in the chair, and then brother,
Whoopsies.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got a text from brother Fred Knotts. Text me. He started laughing. He's like, "Oh, you got caught. You
You
dropped the F."
got caught.
Oh no! But we're all works in progress and stuff. But
we
It
are.
happens.
We are.
yeah. So, but
Do you,
one thing.
do you
Yeah.
have any uh, do you have anything else that's on your mind right now that we haven't covered? I mean,
Um,
you've done a great job. It's
there's
just
so much information that it's literally like the best thing to do is to go to my page and scroll down all the information and watch my videos. I go into a lot of detail in my live videos, about like at that moment what's happening and all the
yeah,
information that I had. So,
good.
but really, guys, we need to get a handle on this and know what's happening, and we need to call Congress, we need to call Senate, we need to get everyone on board,
Right.
and to do
Exactly.
something about this, because we don't know what's going to happen, and
No.
that's what
Yeah.
we're trying to find out, what's going to happen.
No. Have you?
And they're gonna, we literally, if they come seek asylum, they go through the whole entire process, they say, okay, come back in 2 years, and
Yeah.
they're gone.
You'll never see him catch and
Never
release.
see them again.
Yep. And you know, I want to bring up the fact too, and I'm sure you've seen videos of the miles and miles of trash and debris that they've left behind. You know, this caravan, and
Yes, they
you
have.
know, and we don't need that here. And going back to what you said about the highest homeless, you know, uh, where was I going with that? The homeless rate in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
The trash,
In California, in the
yeah,
country.
Yeah. Yeah.
In California, and you know, once again, I say many times that you can't be an American to live the American dream, because the simple fact is when they come over here, you know, even illegally in these sanctuary cities, they're automatically given free health care. They're given food stamps. They're given housing, and I think some of them get an average of $1,700 a month welfare cash. You know, and my brother.
A lot of them get more than that because they have dependents and they come here with like 4, 5,
Yep.
6 kids and pregnant.
Yep.
And so they're really getting, you know, maybe like $3,000 a month
That's
or
on.
$2,500 a month
Wow.
And then you see
benefits and whatever.
and you see our veterans laying there on the streets, homeless. You know,
It's disgusting.
all that money could be used for rehab facilities, and then, you know, for the drug.
Yes,
You know,
we us as taxpayers spend more than $126 billion a year on illegal immigration.
How much?
$126 billion a year.
Wow.
That's what people don't understand.
Yeah,
that,
it's not a joke. Like that's what we spend a lot of money. You know, that's including free schooling, because you can be illegal. You know what they do down at the border? The Mexicans, from Tijuana, drive their kids across the border to all the public schools right there along the border, drop them off, go do their things, and then come back and pick them up after school. They don't even go to school in Tijuana.
Really? They go to school over here?
Yeah. They'll, because it's free. They don't have to pay. They don't have to, you know, we pay for them to go to school.
Well, and there's been the argument that you know, well, those people, and I mean people as the illegal immigrants, come here and do the jobs we don't want to do. Well, why are we paying all this money out then? You know, we could pay more for the jobs to be done. Am I tracking correctly with your statement? It just seems really bizarre to me.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, really.
It's a can of worms.
I mean, and that's a number, and it's funny because like a lot of people will say, well, but they pay taxes, they work and they pay taxes. Okay, well,
they don't
really.
No, they don't really.
Some of them do, and we have to give credit to those who do
that do, but
and work hard and want to have a good life here and do the right thing.
Right.
And they do. They pay their taxes and they do what they're supposed to do, but it's not, it brings that number 126 down to like, I think it's like 119. That's how much in taxes they pay. So they pay like, you know, 15 million or something, or 16 million in taxes.
Out of the
billion,
whole population. I mean. Well, okay.
Not million, billion. I gotta permit billion.
With a B.
With the B. Billions and billions and billions. You know how Trump says all the time. But it's true. Yeah. It's true. Just think how much is the wall gonna cost?
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, exactly.
The money that we spend every year on illegal immigrants is more than what the wall will cost.
Exactly. Real quick, I want to say to everybody in the house, Ace of Spades, welcome. Glad to see you there. If you notice, you got you a nice little blue wrench there, brother. Um, Sports fan, you're exactly on point. Everybody's keeping their chat. I saw the Watchman say, they're mean to the homeless in my area in Spokane area made an ordinance, no lay down or sitting. So I guess they don't allow the homeless people to lay down or sit in public places. That's a shame.
But
But
isn't that one of the states? I can't remember, but isn't that one of
it's
the
Spokane,
states that has
Washington.
like safe places to go shoot up heroin?
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
Oregon? I
Yes.
thought Washington and Oregon, and now San Francisco,
San
and
Francisco.
Yeah.
you know,
Supposed to reduce the spread of disease, etc. But gives them a safe place.
Yeah.
But
And there was one other thing I wanted to mention too, is that I looked on, I think it was like the U.S. immigration government website or whatever it is, and the statistics for what is it? Federal crimes. More than 50% of federal crimes are committed by undocumented immigrants.
right. That's terrible. Did you see
Federal
that?
crimes. More than 50% of federal crimes are committed by undocumented people.
Right.
That's an incredible number.
But you have to understand, we can't lump Mexico, and it's from all over the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And you have to understand too, another thing, I've been on a private border tour all day long, and the people, I saw the list of the people who were jumping the fence and coming over that day. And the people coming from Mexico was the lowest amount of people like from that country jumping over and coming illegally. The rest of them were from like Yemen, Afghanistan, Africa, Haiti, like where, all different places, El Salvador,
right,
Guatemala, Honduras, places like that.
Well, you remember when the caravan first started, they arrested over 100 ISIS fighters in Honduras before they hopped the fence. Ace of Spades said that there's estimated 600 missing.
Wow.
Caravan, which he put equals 600 dead, which shame.
Wow. That's horrible.
Yeah, and I believe the number would be much higher than that, especially with sex trafficking, child sex trafficking.
Oh yeah, it's horrible. All the children that are coming over aren't even with their real families.
Yeah.
A very, very high percentage, which you can find on all of the government websites and California Border Patrol, and wherever all that information is, it's there. It's proof. They're bringing children that aren't even their children.
Yeah, one of the saddest stories that I heard was a couple months ago, and I talked about it a couple times, that there was a man that came over with a 6-year-old girl seeking asylum, and they let him, the catch and release with a 6-year-old little girl. A month later, they had tracked him down, and come to find out he had been molesting and raping this 6-year-old girl.
Ugh.
The mother gave the daughter up for a job in Mexico. So she sacrificed her daughter for a job because she was promised a job, and she knew that this guy was a pedophile. So she, that's
disgusting.
A lot of
absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
That's why we have vetting at the border. That's why we vet these people out.
Yeah.
Right. And the vetting process really isn't that great because they don't have true papers. It's a joke. It's a waste of money.
They let a lot of the people processing let it go.
Yeah, it's like the DMV. I couldn't imagine having that job. That'd be the worst job in the world. Honestly.
Speaking of the DMV, here in California, California is what we call it, but
we do too.
What they do here in California, because of laws, illegals are allowed to get driver's licenses.
Yeah, I see. I thought that was just a. Okay, we lost you there for.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. If your phone's
Yeah, my phone's
dying.
starting to ring, so I
Yeah.
couldn't find it.
Oh, that's okay.
So
Uh,
what happened, so the illegals get driver's licenses, and then
mhm.
they're automatically registered to vote.
And that's so unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That is insane.
Because when you go to the DMV, there you can like check or whatever, but they
Mhm.
automatically, it's like a new thing they're doing. You're just automatically registered to vote.
We have no problem with that, because you're,
If you're an
California.
American citizen, sure, yeah, automatically register me.
No,
But if
no, I'm
you're an
saying,
illegal,
I'm saying we've talked before, but California, you want to break up to secede from the union and become your own state. But like, what is it? Southern California, Northern California, and the original California, whatever. But it was funny that I saw some of these activists that said that they want, they want to secede from the union, be their own country, but they still want all the federal funding, and they still want
Right.
the military to protect them.
yeah,
They're so delusional. But
yeah, I
maybe
know.
if Trump does build that wall, maybe he can build it all the way up the California border. Maybe go around your house, keep you.
No, Amy,
know,
we'll let you back over here though. Okay.
Okay.
so,
I know. I
but,
have been thinking about moving, but I still have work to do here. So
Yes, you
right.
do. You seriously have God's
yeah,
work to do.
yeah,
And if you
which I need
are
to get back to.
Right.
how are you on time here? Are
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna need to. I mean, it's getting dark, and that's
okay?
when a lot of stuff starts happening and things are
Right.
happening, and I'm getting messages and
Okay.
notifications, and so I gotta catch up.
We
Okay.
we've
Well,
taken a lot of your time, and we
No, no, no.
greatly
You're good.
appreciate.
You're good.
Well,
You're
we
good. I
appreciate you
appreciate
coming
it.
on here.
no,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you
absolutely.
so much, and I'm gonna share this video too on my page.
If
And
you,
when you become rich and famous, rem-
yeah.
remember Big Precious.
I'm always gonna remember you guys.
What about lock
We're
and
gonna
loaded?
stay friends now.
Oh,
So
absolutely. And
yeah.
before you head out, I'll show you how I end. We end with a prayer, and we will be praying for you. And this is kind of how we always go out: fear no man, never fear death. Get right with God, fight the good fight, and always stay locked and loaded. So you'll see that.
Awesome. Amen,
That
my brother.
that's how we ended here. So I know you got to go and keep fighting the good fight. And
Thank
thank
you.
you. It was an honor having you on here.
No, thank
And
you for your audience as well. I appreciate all of you watching, and just remember to share everything and keep in touch
absolutely.
with these guys. I'm going to keep in touch with them too, and let's keep the truth going.
Absolutely. And if you don't
Awesome.
mind, we'd love to have you back on again for
Absolutely.
an update next Friday or something. And,
Okay.
we'll
Sounds
keep
good.
in contact. So you
Awesome.
stay safe. God bless. And we will be praying for
You
you
too.
after.
God bless everybody. Thank you.
Have a wonderful night. Stay
Bye,
safe.
guys.
Thank
Later.
you, Amy.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Am I done? Do I?
You're still on.
How do I get off of here?
You might need to you show a hang up button. If you touch your screen,
Oh,
you
here
might
it is.
see a
Okay.
hang up.
All right.
There you
I
go.
see it now.
Hit the hang up. You're good.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
God love you. That was awesome. Well, I don't know if Justin's still on here, but if I'm still live, because I'm still showing that I am, I'm going to pray right now. Got a big list, but thank everybody. Thank you, everybody. And those that rewatch this, this has been a very special program. This lady has been on the front lines of our border, and she needs God's protection. She's got a couple people that are on the other side of the border. They need God's protection, and Lord, bless these people, keep them safe, bless all of our family, Lord. bless Justin, and thanks very much to Mike Baseman for helping set this up. And I'm going to leave it right there. I've got my hand on my prayer list, and I'm going to pray in Jesus' name for everyone that views this. God bless you, whether you're a Christian or not. May you find the way. And if you are a Christian, God loves you, and so do I. Stay locked and loaded 100%.